Hi, I just want to give a quick encouragement to anyone that feels alone and they feel like nobody understands them. I just want to let you know that it's going to be okay, because God has called you and He has a time for you, and it's not too late to get started. You know, sometimes when you're people pleasing, when we're on the wrong path, sometimes we could delay our blessings or delay our assignments. And let you know now that God wants to use you in a mighty way, and that it's not the end of the world, because some people are really, really manipulative, controlling. You know, they want, if it's their way or the highway, they want to make you feel uncomfortable. They want to mock you and act like you don't exist because you're not pleasing them. But let me tell you something: God has an assignment for you. You can't care what people think. Like, you just have to stop caring about what people think now. Because if God's calling you to do something, and you're scared about looking bad or looking disobedient, you're gonna cause delay, and you don't resent these people. So you got to stand back and say no. Say no. God has a purpose for my life. I'm sorry, I can't waste time. I can't be a little assistant. I can't be exploited by you anymore. You know, you got to stop the people pleasing. You got to stop saying yes to every single thing and being burnt out and busy. Like, God wants you to focus. God wants you to focus on His purpose. You know, you got to really focus on what you're called to be. You get caught up in trying to be popular, trying to say yes to everything and trying to be nice and stuff. But sometimes you really got to just have boundaries and say no, and make God the center of your life. Make Him have the final say. You know, what's God saying to you? You know, some people might have asking you for their time, asking you for certain things, and you just have to say to yourself, what's God saying? Like, you have to really, really take on board about what God has called you to do in this season, instead of just like thinking, feeling anxious and feeling like you have to say yes to things, and you feel intimidated by people, like they're being passive aggressive and they're just being very shady, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, did I make the right decision? Because sometimes how people act, you feel like, oh my gosh, am I doing the wrong thing? Am I saying the right thing? Is this the right path? But you have to just really, really tune out everybody's voices and put God first and listen to what God's saying. You know, God wants to take the credit. You know, He really wants to transform your life, and that could mean being alone sometimes. And that's okay. You know, I hope that helped you. If you need any coaching or counselling or prayer requests, you can email me. Goodbye.